Look at Fateweaver Adora standing so confidently in the back of the group. And there's a reason behind that confidence. That's because of the level 7 Fateweaver ability, guys, Eye of Misfortune. Sacrifice one of your own monkeys to slow down the enemy hero leveling and speed up balloons around them. Now, this is a very underutilized Adora ability, and especially for the slowing enemy hero leveling part of it. So today I wanted to hop in Hole Masters and try this level 7 ability out for myself. Let's see how this goes. Alright guys, our first match of today's video is against Stepping Razor, who's going ETN, and I'm bringing Fateweaver Adora. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the map Precious Space here. I'm actually pretty excited to go Fateweaver Adora because it's been a while since I've kind of utilized this hero. It has gotten nerfed quite a bit since its release, but I do feel like it can be a pretty good hero, especially because you can do some cool plays with the sacrifices, which is what I want to do today. Now, it looks like my opponent's starting with the Bomb Shooter, and if they're going Bomb ETN, my expectation is probably Bomb Spike Factory Farm. Yeah, there's the ETN coming out too. Okay, so if it's Bomb Spike Factory Farm, I think there's something really cool I could try doing to catch my opponent off guard. I'm not sure if it'll work, but there's a really cool technique you can do against Fateweaver against ETN players. So you guys are gonna have to stay tuned because it would be really cool if it works. All right, we'll just keep going off the rip here. Got our ETN and not our ETN, got our Fateweaver Adora and our Submarine down round 1. They're sending me some green balloons. I am gonna need to buy twin guns against this. With twin guns, that should be enough defensatories to defend this, I'd imagine. I also should be sending space balloons towards them, right? This will force leaks. At least force their early cluster bombs is important. So send some yellows. Yeah, they got cluster bombs up. I also don't know how good cluster bomb is starting on this map, because typically with bomb strategies, like I have a bomb strategy, for example, you start with submarine. But obviously if they're going Bomb Spike Factory Farm, you can't really start with submarine, because bomb on this map is a little bit unpredictable on defense early. But right now it looks like their 103 cluster is handling these yells fine, so nicely done. We'll get my farm down, we'll get the balloon bot, we'll get the farmer, perfect. And I might as well upgrade the farm as well. I don't think I need airburst yet, so kind of wait on it. It appears the Fateweaver and submarine combo is defending fine, with submarine on last targeting. I think pinks will make me leak a little bit though. Do I get airburst now? I probably should. I don't want to leak too much. Airburst is bought. All right, and when round 5 comes around, I'm actually gonna remove the obstacles and start farming like crazy. So remove these. And let's get another farm down. Perfect. Opponent got their 103 cluster bomb up, so it looks like they'll be good with that. Nicely done, nicely done. Now, I will need more defense, and I actually don't need triple guns, though. Fateweaver does offer enough defensive support where I don't think triple guns is necessary. What I do need, though, is probably a second submarine. So what we'll do is we'll use Fateweaver ability here to clean up. And I'll get a second submarine right about here. And I'm hoping that this base guy is just enough defensive support for us. Especially if we can hold off to round 7, because once we hit round 7, my Fateweaver does get a pretty big spike in strength with the 2 conjured weapons at once level, so it might leak a little bit round 6, but I think round 7 will probably be leakless. Now that I have 2 conjured weapons, it looks like we're doing pretty solid. Awesome. And we'll keep farming. Okay, so what is my plan, ladies and gentlemen? Also, there's some yellow balloons. It's not that many yellows at the end of the day. My plan is basically to use the level 7 ability on round 12. Let's tower boost this. I'm using it on round 12, and the reason is a little known fact about the level 7 ability from Fateweaver Adora is normally people use it to speed up their rush, which is smart. Speeding up the rush is important, but also if you use level 7 ability, it slows the hero leveling on your opponent and makes buying hero levels much more expensive for them. And now, why is that important in this match? Well, because I think my opponent's going to need their ETN level 7 for round 12 camo balloons. And if I can sacrifice something of high enough worth, that level 7 upgrade is going to be incredibly expensive for my opponent, and they might just die to my round 12 camo rush. So we'll see if we can do that. I might pull a fast one on Stepping Razor here with a little bit of a play like that, and that could be pretty cool. Okay, let's use Fateweaver level 3 ability here against that rush. Let's remove this. All right. Cluster bombs here. We're chilling. We're good. All right, I want to do the play. So I'm going to need to... Okay. Wait a second. How much does it cost to upgrade for them? They didn't upgrade it. Look. It worked! It worked! They didn't upgrade it. I don't know how much the cost actually is, but it's normally 2.4k, so it's got to be much more than 2.4k. I can't believe the strategy actually worked, though. Okay, looking on Battles 2 Popology, this is a website where basically you can see all the tower and hero stats. It looks like it reduces the hero's XP by the cost of the sacrificed tower. So basically, I sacrificed a plantation, which was probably worth about $4,000, which means it would have cost my opponent $6,400 to upgrade their ETN level, which they obviously weren't ready to spend that much to upgrade their ETN, and that's why the rush got them. All right, I wanted to go a different strategy for the next game here, and I was kind of thinking, I wasn't sure what, but we kind of cooked up this strategy here. It is Boomerang Ninja and farm with Fateweaver Adora once again, obviously, and we're against BTD Luki here, who's starting with the Dartling, and they brought Bonnie as well. So if I had to guess their loadout right now, I'm going to guess it is Dartling Village Super Monkey with Bonnie, which is a very strong strategy right now. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's get my Fateweaver Adora round 1. Perfect. Now, unfortunately, this is a loadout where my Bonnie sacrifice to make the hero upgrades more expensive is probably not going to be very effective, because they don't really need to like upgrade Bonnie for round 12 defense. Like, you need to upgrade ETN. That's the whole reason that the rush worked last time. So we can still use the sacrifices, don't get me wrong. Well, actually, maybe even not, because look, they placed their body all the way in the back. Well, the sacrifices are probably going to be like useless for me here, unless I just want to slow their Bonnie leveling later in the match, which honestly isn't super useful for Bonnie. But yeah, because the way the sacrifice works is it speeds up your rush around the enemy hero, but the enemy's hero is at the very edge of the map, so it's not going to really speed it up anywhere useful. All right, that's fine though. We'll get this up to a glaive ricochet here in a second. Will be the plan, and I should be good with the ricochet up. Perfect. Opponents upgrading their mine carts and everything. That's fine. And we'll start saving up for our first farm here. But yeah, if I had to guess, it's what is it, Dartling Village Super Monkey for my opponent, which means I'm gonna need to play this game pretty dang aggressively to have a chance. And the another unfortunate thing for me is the fact that this map only has 3 farm spots. This is definitely a map where like eco strategies are normally stronger than farm strategies in my opinion, but with Fateweaver Adora, it's a pretty aggressive hero, so I feel like going eco strategies with her is not really the best play if I'm trying to showcase the hero, you know what I mean? So that's why we're going farm. Alright, opponent got their 0-2 Dartling up. That's probably going to be enough defense. It's got a pretty good line of fire on this map, even with the minecarts mixed in blocking some of the Dartling shots. I think they're still good. Okay, I need to upgrade my Red Heart rings here against these white balloons, but ideally I kind of delay it as long as possible, you know what I mean? So we're going to try to be doing that. Let's use the Adora level 3 ability. Okay, the Adora level 3 ability actually did like nothing. I swear that thing used to delete the balloons, but now it like deletes like a third of them. And we would just keep on ecoing. Opponent got their second Dartling up. It's probably not even worth for me to send yellow balloons, to be honest. Yellow balloons can normally force some good defense on Dartling, but the problem with sending it here is that they have mine carts on the field. So all they need to really do is use the Bonnie level 3 ability. It's going to decimate my entire yellow balloon rush. So I'd have to send like an insane amount of yellows to force the ability, and then send more to force like a tower boost or more defense, to the point where it's probably not worth. So we'll let Luki be here and just get our own plantation up in a secundo. Plantation has been bought. Perfect. I got that at the end of the round though. I didn't get any extra bananas in round 7 from the plantation, unfortunately. It's fine. Viable bananas. And with my strategy, we can use Ninja as our decamo. So some people might have been wondering how I'm going to deal with camo balloons. Ninja can decamo for us, so it shouldn't be bad in all honesty. And we also have like the Master Bomber late game, which is really strong too. So I feel it. And one of Boomerang's weaknesses is also DETs, so Ninja also kind of takes care of that. So it's not really a bad combo. All right, send zebras their way. I'm expecting them to use a minecart explosion. We actually forced a whole 0-2 Dartling. Alright, I'll take that. I would have probably just minecart exploded if I were them. Let's send white balloons. This will overrun their 3 Dartlings. And it looks like they're going to get a Hydro Rocket up. Nicely done. We're going to go for a third farm on my own end. And we'll get up our decamo Ninja right here. This is going to be like that. On camo priority targeting. Perfect. All right. Everything's going fine so far. I still need to the problem is they still have their minecart explosion available, which is so strong. I need to force more defense though. I can't let them just chill with only hydro rocket pods pretty much. So let's do it. Oh, it's Alchemist. Okay, that's fine. Well, I can't really force more defense then. I guess it's not as bad for me if it's Alchemist, because that means they don't have Dartling Village Super Monkey. So if it's like Dartling, Alchemist, Ninja or something, I can probably do damage late against that. Alright, we're good against that. We're fine. They sent me a little bit of a rush and we defended by selling the Ninja. Camel Bloons. Am I good here? We're chilling. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Didn't really want to tower boost that. Tower boosting that would have obviously made that decamo a lot more reliable, but we're chilling. And the thing about it is, like, yes, you can get camo rushes through this guy pretty easily, but people typically don't want to send camo rushes because camo rushes are extremely expensive. And their third is actually Spike Factory, so it's Dartling, Alchemist, Spike Factory. Alright. Yeah, I'm fine taking this late game then. I mean, their strategy can defend stuff late, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be fantastic. We're fine taking it late. If they do send a decent sized camo rush though, I'm fine tower boosting, and then against a re-rush with camos, I can get to a Bloon Jitsu for a more reliable decamo. Would be the plan. But yeah, unfortunately the Eye of Misfortune ability is probably not going to be used at all this game. I really don't see the value in it. Well, yeah, there's not really a reason to use it, in all honesty. With their hero placement and the fact that Bonnie hero leveling is not really that important. I mean, like, it's not that important to get the higher hero levels. I mean, I could delay their beast abilities, but for the amount I'd have to spend to delay, it just doesn't make sense. Alright, so another farm here. Everything's going well for us. I am going to prioritize eco quite a bit here, just because we are limited to 3 farm spots on this map, which is pretty bad. So the only way I'm going to make more money after I get my 3 5th tier farms is by having a high economy to build off of. So we will focus that. Also, their Spike Factory placement's very smart. Gotta give them some credit for that, because Moab class balloons have a bigger hitbox. So if I send a Moab, it's gonna hit their spikes, but the ceramics from the Moab won't hit the spikes. And that way their hydro rocket pods can deal with all the ceramics before their entire spike pile is taken out. So yeah, Moabs will not be very effective with how they have built their defense. Alright, they explode the minecarts there, that's fine. We've got a Moab incoming on our own end here in a second. Honestly, maybe press, I'm thinking, against this. Yeah, we'll just Moab press it. I was thinking Moab press or Sticky Bomb against Moabs, but Sticky Bomb's a little bit more expensive. And Moab press should be enough to do the work we need. Honestly, considering sending them a fortified ZMG though. Fortified ZMG I think is a good rush against their loadout. That'll force a lot of defense. So we'll do that. Is this Ninja enough to decamo this round? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. The Ninja is more than enough. If it misses some decamo, now I have about level 3 ability from Fateweaver back though, and that does pick up camos too, so I can use that to clutch up any camos I get through, which is nice. And as for the ZMG, I think I'll send it on round 24, because round 24 they can't really use a Smart Spike Storm, which is the more effective cross path, since you can't really use it at the start of rounds, since round 24 is a really long round. And also ZMGs get decreased in price in round 24. They are 5.5k right now, but on round 24 it is not 5.5k, it's, what is it, 5k. Or maybe I don't even send a fortified ZMG, maybe I just send tight leads. Tight leads are actually a pretty good rush against their loadout too. Yeah, we force Plasma Accelerator on their side, that's perfect. And we force Tower Boost as well, I'll take that. Alright. Now, my tight lead defense is actually pretty bad right now. Chains of Fate can't even defend that many tight leads because there's a pierce cap to it now. When it was initially added to the game, there's no pierce limit to the Chains of Fate ability, and it was insane. But now it actually gets overrun by tight leads pretty easily. More Glaives doesn't do that much against tight leads. Turbocharge is alright, but you need the pierce path in the turbocharge to do any damage, and that obviously doesn't pop the lead layer, so If we do get send tight leads, it's actually going to be pretty bad for me. Ninja's not going to do that great with tight leads either. Really, if I send like a massive tight lead rush, the best way is a Glaive Lord, which is obviously extremely expensive. So, I mean, we'll see. But either way, I should be able to get a pretty comfortable round 24 Wall Street here with 3,500 eco, which is actually pretty insane, all things considered. So we'll get this guy up. Now I'm actually going to eco a little bit more. I think maybe to 4k eco. Opponent got a perma spike on their own end. Okay, fair enough. How much are their Bonnie minecarts worth at this point, by the way? Let's see. 600. Oh, their Bonnie minecarts aren't worth like anything. I thought it would be worth a lot more than 600. Yeah, they've been... The problem, I think, from Lukey's side is he has been upgrading his defense way too much. Like, buying all these Spike Factory upgrades, which aren't bad necessarily, but because you're going for all that stuff, you are missing out on so many Bonnie upgrades. Like that round 24, round 25 perma spike just misses you out on so many Bonnie upgrades where you could be making more cash. So if I were in their position, I definitely would be more greedy with the Bonnie upgrades and going for less Spike Factory upgrades throughout the game. Especially in the early rounds. Round 26. If they send me DTs, pretty easy plan. Just we get up a Master Bomber. Or not a Master Bomber, a Sticky Bomb with Sabotage, and that should defend. If the DTs get scary, I can always use the Chains of Fate ability as well, which is pretty clutch. Soon here, though, I am going to be able to get my second 5th tier farm up, the Banana Central. Darling Alchemist Spike Factory. Okay. I really wish there's more farm space on this map, dude. I could actually get really good farms here if there was. Alright, Banana Central has been bought. And we will get our... Wait, actually, I don't even want to go for BRF. I want to go for the other 5th tier farm. We should get all 3 5th tier farms here to maximize our farm production with the limited spots, is the plan. The Nomics, the Banana Central, and the Wall Street with 4k eco. And then we'll be at maximized production. Oh, type BFBs, okay. I think we just Glaive Lord this. But I don't think we Glaive Lord it yet. We can delay the Glaive Lord, right? Like, I don't need to get it up at the moment. Yeah, there we go. And now that should defend pretty easily. I can use the Chains of Fate if it really comes down to it, but Glaive Lord's going to easily clean that up. Yeah, that's why I like to see Glaive Lord. The rare use case scenario for you. Okay, I'm actually going to start spamming some Shinobis over here because late game we obviously want the Master Bomber. And having Shinobi stacks on it is super important, so... I could actually fit 7 Shinobis there. Oh my gosh, my placements were perfect. I did not know you could fit 7 Shinobis in this area. That's what you'd like to see. You fit another one over here. And we'll probably get Grandmaster Ninja as well. Grandmaster Ninja still does some decent BED damage even without like a perma-brew buff or anything. So that'll be the plan. Opponent's preparing some smart spike storms. I mean, I guess that's fine, but I feel like the Dartling 5th tiers are what they should buy first over the spike storms. Like, get your MAD out, get your Ray of Doom out, you know what I'm saying? Those are important. We've got almost $100,000 in hand, though. We are rich. Okay. And they just used all their spike storms at the start of round 30, so I'm just going to send one set of tight leads, and... Actually, that didn't even do much. But... I'm just going to wait for the spikes to dissipate, and now I'll send the BAD. Like... I'm guessing they predicted me sending around 31, but the thing is they used their Spike Storm abilities before I would have even sent it. So it's like, I don't know. That's kind of weird how that worked out. Alright, let's get a... Actually, I don't even need to get a Mob Domination on my side. What am I saying? If they don't rush me, I might as well just save as much money on hand as possible just to send them a bigger rush. We will start to get a couple turbocharges on our side. Oh, yeah, I don't like how they're defending this. I'll be honest. They keep microing spike storms and stuff. Actually, wait, no, they're not microing it. They're keeping spike storms up, okay. BMA, that's fine. I really think Ray of Doom, they're sleeping on it, though. Ray of Doom is something they should have for sure in a defense like this. It actually has pretty decent single target damage. It'll help them out a lot for the insides, so they don't have to micro BMA for the insides. But I'm going to be able to send these BADs for a very long time. I mean, look at my money. I've got $130,000 on hand and haven't sold a farm yet. But their defense is actually low-key cooking here. I'm not going to lie. The Spike Storms pop the BAD layer, and then the BMA deals with the insides. I think what I need to do is mix in a couple ZMGs, as weird as it sounds. Because they have, even though they have BMA, just because it's going to give them Pierce problem with the BMA. The BMA can't really keep up that well. And the ZMGs are going to block a lot of spikes. Too. Maybe even BFBs instead of ZMGs. Just mix in some BFBs with the rush. Yeah, they need Ray of Doom now. There's the Ray of Doom. Alright, perfect. I'm not going to send any more of the ZMGs and stuff now. We'll go back to the BFB. We'll go back to the BADs now. Alright, keep sending these. I still haven't sold a farm yet, which is huge for us. And it looks like Lukey is starting to struggle a little bit. This is good. Do I sell my farm now? I think I just sell some defense still and keep all 3 farms up. Again, we want to keep these farms up as long as possible to keep producing us money so I can keep rushing. That's super important. Yeah, they are so dead. They're so dead here. Even Bonnie's Dynamite's not enough to clutch up. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. When you're rushing with farm, you just want to sell some of your defense first and keep those farms producing as long as you possibly can. I'll catch you guys in the next game. Ooh, this could be a really good map for Fateweaver Adora, guys, because if you think about this map and where people place their heroes typically, it's normally like in this section where the Fateweaver speed up boost from the level 7 ability is going to be super effective. So yeah, this could be good. Opponents starting with the Dart Monkey though, and they are bringing a normal Adora if I remember correctly. So I'm expecting probably Dart Mortar Farm from them, which is a pretty strong strategy, all things considered. We want to make sure to get our Fateweaver down round 1 here, so let's get her placed. Perfect. And opponent got their own Adora down, and yes, it is in a position where my level 7 ability can be effective. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. Doing cool level 7 plays with your sacrificing can make for some really interesting games, so yeah. I was unfortunately not really able to utilize it last match, but this match, hopefully we can make good use of it. Fateweaver hopefully cleans it up. Now, the unfortunate part is Normal Adora is actually a better early game hero than Fateweaver Adora. Normal Adora levels up slightly faster. It is cheaper by $50, and I think it has 1 more Pierce early game as well. So we are probably going to struggle a little bit more than my opponent because of that. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. A Normal Adora can't speed up balloons that are being rushed. And also the Chains of Fate can be really effective, even though I haven't really been able to utilize the Chains of Fate yet. It's still a very strong ability, nonetheless. They're hitting me with the Unlucky. I don't know what the Unlucky is about. How am I doing against pinks? I'm leaking, but it's not like a bad amount. I think I can tank these. Do I go for a farm upgrade, or is that too crazy? It might be a little bit too crazy, but I'm still doing it. I do get the level 3 Fateweaver ability on the next round, which is nice. Yeah, like, as I was talking about with leveling curves, I'm pretty sure Normal Adora gets their level 3 ability on round 4, while Fateweaver gets it on round 5, so, yeah. Alright, so use level 3 ability to pick up some of those balloons. Nice. And now we have our Blade Shooter up, so I shouldn't really be leaking anymore. Now, one thing I can do against them, and I probably should do, is round 7 Yellow Balloons. Their crossbow has the faster firing path on it, not the pierce path, which is worse against yellows. And Yellow Balloons are just going to run through defense pretty easily anyways. They'll probably use Adora level 3 ability against yellows, so that will defend them a little bit, but I can bait the level 3 ability and send more afterwards. Will probably be the best way for me to kind of do this. So, that'll be the plan. Maybe go for a second farm first. And now we send. There, we forced it. Perfect. That's what I wanted to force. And then after this level 3 ability dies off, I'm going to send more. And I might actually balloon boost it. Try to force a tower boost on their side. There we go. Force tower boost. I'll take that. This is probably going to be the last farm I go for in the early game. Okay, we're both going mortar strategies. I'm going tack mortar. They're going dart mortar. All right, pretty fair. Mortar is a lot more inconsistent now. The thing is, though, they've nerfed it in insane amounts. So, honestly, I was considering going tack wizard over tack mortar, which might be better on a map like this. But we decided on mortar at the end of the day. Bernie stuff. Perfect. Let's get faster reload on this guy as well. So we're tied in farms, but I definitely have the eco advantage. I mean, I sent them yellow balloon stuff. I've been sending black balloon eco while they've been sending me white balloon eco. And space blacks are a little bit faster as well. So I'm fine being tied in farms. I'm also up a tower boost too, which is huge. All right, everything's going well. Do I go for another farm here? I think I do. Let's get signal flare on our side. All right, everything's fine. I do kind of want to force some defense, maybe which is a bait rush. Okay, we forced a Juggernaut. That wasn't really a bait rush. It was a decent sized rush, but we forced a Jug either way, so I'll take that. That was a pretty small rush they sent me. That was a bait rush. We didn't need to get Shell Shock or use Fateweaver ability there, so that was good to defend. Alright, Shell Shock has now been bought. We'll keep Fateweaver ability here because we don't need it against that rush. And I think the plan is Fateweaver level 7 ability with Moabs. Like, if I send a fortified Moab with that Fateweaver level 7 ability, that could be so effective, I think. Or even just a normal Moab, too. We'll utilize it more here in these coming rounds. And the thing I might sack is probably just going to be my tack shooter, because I'll be selling this guy later anyways. Like, I'll go for more mortar heavy defense in these mid-game rounds, trying to build into an artillery battery, so I don't need this blade shooter much after I get a heavy shells mortar up. So that guy will just be sacked later. Alright, they're getting up a crossbow. That's probably going to be a sharpshooter. But the thing is, sharpshooter defense is not going to be enough if I Adora sacrifice. The rush is going to be so fast. They'll probably need the tower boost with it. And if I can force a tower boost, that's always good. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Balloon boost. Sacrifice. Look at the speed of the Moab. Look at the speed of it. Oh, they're screwed. They're screwed. Dude, the Adora sacrifice is crazy. Oh my gosh, look at it. It just got through their sharpshooter and so fast. They needed a tower boost like right away. That got them. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video with Fateweaver Adora. Using the hero is always fun. I just haven't used it in a while. And that's it for today. I'm like out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.